But in truth, there's really a big mile on.
There has been a recent phenomenon, Suffield Yeshiva only making its appearance in the Yeshiva world 4 years ago, doubling in size every year from 15 to 30 to 60 to now 120. What is the secret behind the success? And more importantly, what makes Suffield Suffield? Today we sat down with 6 individuals from the yeshiva in order to come up with an answer. What is your favorite part of the day and why?
Chassidus biker.
Tefillos.
Breakfast.
Probably Seder.
The breaks.
Definitely Seder Sichis.
Lights out.
In the morning, the Bachram's minds are freshest. And when done right, Chassidus biker can set the tone for the whole day.
Davening is the time we talk to Hashem. My favorite bracha is Samach David.
Well, my mother says that breakfast is the most important meal of the day.
Seder sort of forces my day to be structured. Let's be honest. Like, without Seder being a strong schedule, my day would kind of be a bit chaotic.
Priyas Haguf is a very important start for a good day. I feel like a lot of Bachrim overlook this, and it's a shame. The Rebbe mentions Kama V'Kama Pa'amim about Shmiras HaStarim, Priyas Haguf, Mivtoyim, in that order. I don't know why Bachrim overlook this. I know Bachrim who don't exercise, they eat the same non-nutritious meal every single day, and then they wonder why they don't feel good.
Any way I can inspire the Bachrim to learn the Rebbe's Torah is my favorite.
Having good lights out, it's like a hack. Having a better day tomorrow.
Tell me how this biker looks for you.
Honestly, it's not that special. I show up, I learn a Maimer, that's pretty much it. Actually, it's pretty special. The Chassidus I learn, I honestly think I'll take with me throughout my whole life.
A table, a sefer, and sometimes a pencil.
First, you have to wake up. And my method is that I set more than one alarm. And if I'm not seen by mikvah for Chassidus, roommates know to wake me up. And for some reason, though, the mashgiach won't agree to come wake me up also, but we're working on that.
By Chassidus biker, you really get the feeling of Tchias HaMesim. Sometimes I come early and see the zal go from empty to full of life. It's really amazing to watch.
Well, I have a great chavrusa. Well, sometimes he's not always there, so I kind of get distracted and start bringing with whoever's around.
I think more importantly is how many Bachrim you could get to come to Seder Hashkim. Having a strong Seder Hashkim is definitely a good way to make a good Seder Chassidus biker.
The real question is, how does Chassidus biker look by the Bachram? Because as a Machanech, I know that if the Bachram are doing well, I know I'm doing well.
What makes a good tefillah for you?
I'll tell you. I like it when the Chazan keeps a schedule. I don't like when he rushes through it. But on the other hand, I don't like when he takes too long. Like, yeah, we're proud of you for davening ba'arichos, but you've completely thrown off everyone's schedules.
10 men, well, Jewish men, praying in a room at the same time, together.
For me, I consider it good davening when I could focus on at least one paragraph.
When I get my hand jacket, close to Zal, so I get it right before the next tefillah. That's a good tefillah.
To make the tefillahs most effective, we in Anhala created a 5-minute break before davening to really be misbainin and deeply internalize Chassidus. Some of us in Anhala actually like to call it Chassidus biker sheni.
How do you use these 5-minute breaks?
I use it to track down my hat and jacket.
I make a coffee. And then, while it cools down, I get my hand jacket, wash my hands, and grab a cookie. And then usually leaves me with enough time just to get a couple sips before Shacharis. Usually it doesn't burn me.
I also try to fit in Chitas Rambam.
I grab my hat and jacket mostly. I mean, why is this even a question? I mean, how much can you do already?
Right around the building can clear my head.
I actually have a mitzvah I came up with called Mitzvah 5 minutes a day. I think that if Bachrim learn a few lines of Tani Baal Peh during their break, they can easily be finished Gan Prokim.
And I like to eat a quick snack, maybe a few cookies.
What do the meals in Suffield look like?
There's actually pretty good food over here. It definitely doesn't fit with the bad yeshiva food stereotype.
Well, I was just learning about the Sudas Halav Yasin, and honestly, that's my favorite meal.
Does he eat that every day?
Well, I could, and that's what counts.
Well, food is food, am I right? Unless it's vegetables. Then it's decoration.
Well, it depends on the meal. Usually breakfast is pretty good, obviously assuming I'm there on time. Often it's just more convenient to just make a grilled cheese, just structure it to my meals. Lunch is okay, I guess, but if I'm being honest, I usually just end up making myself a grilled cheese instead. Just feels like the easiest option, no worries about fleischies, it's easy to make, it's filling. Now supper's like a different story. I don't really like the food that they make for supper here, so often I just find myself making a grilled cheese.
I don't like lines. I like to come after the line ends, but before the food gets cold. My method is to wait 5 to 7 minutes from after the meal starts. The 2 minutes is just in case the food comes out late.
Every bite a Bachar takes, he knows that he's eating the food to use its energy for learning.
Of all the Sedarim, which one's your favorite?
I like Seder Shulchan Aruch. I like the fact that it's Leida Meister Shayasun, that you know what to do. It wouldn't be right for a Yid, especially a Bachar, to not know basic everyday halachas.
Gears is my favorite. It gives me enough time to finish the quota and get back to the place they got stuck on by you.
Chassidus Erev, because it's Erev.
If I had to pick, I'd probably say Chassidus Erev. I love the Shurim. They have so much depth to the mimer, and they really bring everything to life.
Extra starim. I think during these starim, Bachrim could really make Torah their own. Specifically, Mivtza Torah gets me really excited. Anything I could do to help the Bachrim is my honor. I actually reached out to some sponsors to, get the Bachrim hyped. I actually have a guy that donated $1, and I have another guy that can give me a Rebbe dollar, although I haven't gotten confirmation yet.
To pick a favorite? All the starim are in the schedule by design. Some people don't realize it, but even Seder Bria Saguf is important.
On a perfect day, what do you do during your breaks?
A perfect break includes a great game of basketball. Once I finish Chittas and Rambam, obviously, it's a great way to let out some energy. And not to brag, but my shot
Depends on the break. If it's breakfast and it's laundry day, I'll quickly grab my whites, put them in the wash. And if it's not a laundry day, I'll do some wood carving. But making sure that I make it on time for the optimal meal times. And then after I eat, I do Tanya, Hayem Yem, and the first quarter of Chumash. And if it's a laundry day, I make sure to take out my whites, put them in the dryer, and put in my colors.
On a perfect day, I'm heading to Yerushalayim. Kanfei Nesharim.
So for lunch, if it's a laundry day, I'll take my whites, put them in my room, and take my colors, put them in the dryer. If it's not a laundry day, I'll take the extra time that I have to prepare laning just in case someone didn't prepare for Shabbos Mincha Kriya. Then I eat, making sure I make it obviously for the optimal meal times. After that, I do Rambam, just making sure I have enough time to take my colors out of the dryer, put them in my room, and then I learn with the Shliach Sichas until Seder.
Well, I started learning clarinet in Shir Aleph, and I'm getting pretty good now.
For supper, if it's a laundry day, I'll quickly sort my clothing into 2 piles. If it's not a laundry day, then I'll finish up my Shurim. Also, making sure that I come to optimal time for meals. Now, after the meal, if I didn't finish up my Shurim, I'll finish them up then. If I did finish my Shurim, then I'll quickly bullshit for 4 minutes. I'm not crazy, Then, if it is a laundry day, I'll quickly fold up my laundry.
I'd like to give a bunch of haircuts, even though technically I never really gave a haircut, but how hard could it be?
What advice would you give for someone that's coming to Suffield Yeshiva?
Aha. First and foremost is Yiras Shamayim. Because truth be told, everything else falls under that category. B'chol derech ehu, it's a real thing.
Come with a plan. Because if you come with a plan, you'll succeed beyond your wildest dreams. If you come with 2 plans, you'll succeed beyond anyone's wildest dreams. And if you come with 3 plans, you'll succeed beyond anyone's wildest dreams. But more than last time.
I don't really know what advice I could give. I'm still kind of figuring it out for myself. I guess maybe I would say not to be intimidated by everything there's to do. Just do it.
Be prepared. At any moment, Mashiach could come, and trust me, this is the place you want to be when we go to Beis HaMikdash.
All jokes aside, Suffield Yeshiva is an amazing yeshiva. That halla is amazing, the Bachrim are phenomenal, the food is great, and it's not all just for decoration.
I would tell them that the work pays off in the end. There's no bigger achievement than finding success in yeshiva. And Suffield is the perfect place for that to happen.
In conclusion, I have found that it's not just one thing that makes Suffield special, Rather, it's in every single aspect, from the Sedarim to the meals, from Farbringen to lights out. The Avir, the Anhala, and the Bachrim. Suffield really gives each and every individual the values they need in order to grow, guiding each and every one in a way that works best for them. That's a wrap. What do you think about all of Nachum's ideas? More specifically, his mitzvahs.
I'm sorry, who?
There's a Mendel, a Yosef, a Yitzchak, even a Yosef Yitzchak. Yeah, there's Shluchim, but there's no Nachum.
I have no idea who you're talking about. There's a very small chance that there's someone here by that name, and I don't know who he is, but I admit there's a chance.
Oh, what kind of mitzvahs? Although, I don't know who that is.
If there were Nachum here, I would know. Trust me.
We don't have a shliach named Nachum in the yeshiva, although the name does ring a bell for some reason.
I really hope they use this. Maybe they'll the next challenge.